Hello, I'm Lori McDonald, Vice President for Student Affairs, and I have with me Erica Andersen, the Director of Student Leadership and Involvement. Thank you, Erica, for being here. Could you tell us a little bit about student leadership and involvement, where to find you in physical location, but also nowadays in a more virtual format?
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for having me, Lori. So Student Leadership and Involvement, as Lori said, is a department in the Division of Student Affairs, and we serve our 550 plus recognized student organizations. So that could include anything from the surfing club to the Quidditch club or the Harry Potter interest club. We also have a variety of leadership development programs. So some of those include the Women's Leadership Summit, the Student Leadership Summit, our new podcast, and some other programs that are forthcoming. And we also are the home to the campus's student government, the Associated Students of the University of Utah. And some different ways that students and staff and faculty can find us. We are on campus. We are sort of embracing this hybrid model this semester. So we're on campus for most days for a limited number of hours. So students can stop by anytime between the hours of 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. and there will be someone in our office, which is Suite 248 in the Union Building. And then we're also available on Microsoft Teams and online. So if students visit our website, which is leadership.utah.edu, or asu.utah.edu for student government. You should be able to find contact information for all of our staff and all of our student leaders to find ways to connect. So those are a couple ways that students can find us right now. And that seems to be working well in terms of connecting with students.
Yes. And the leadership from your ambassadors to your staff, you've been connecting with students in really unique ways given these circumstances. Can you tell us a little bit about how you're connecting with students?
Yeah. Absolutely. So before March, really, some of our consultations that our involvement ambassadors had been doing were in person, and we have converted that to virtual, and it has been working really well. So if there are students who are looking for ways to get involved, clubs, organizations, leadership opportunities, if they're looking to make friends or meet people, a great first step would be to sign up for an involvement consultation. So we are facilitating those via Zoom or Microsoft Team, whatever works for the students, and they can sign up for those online. And we also have, let's see, the getinvolved.utah.edu is a platform called Campus Connect, and that's also a place where students can find opportunities with student organizations, events that are happening or virtual events that are happening, things like that. And we are going to try one thing in the next couple of months, Lori. So we know that there are students who have some in-person interaction on campus. And so we are going to make ourselves available through some very safe, distanced tabling to just let students and staff and faculty know that these are opportunities that exist to students, even just to let them know here's how you might go about finding that in the virtual environment. And so that should be just right outside of the Union Building if students are looking for that in-person connection to find the virtual connection.
Excellent. Great. Well, thank you. So we've all learned a lot in these past few months in terms of some creative problem solving, which you and your team have done so well. What advice would you have for students and staff and faculty, for all of us? Just any advice you have?
Yeah, I have thought a little bit about that, and I totally agree with you. It's been a time of learning new things and embracing creativity and innovation. And I think my advice is it's pretty simple, but it's to not be afraid to try something new. And I think that applies to all of us. You know, for staff and faculty, it's not being afraid to reinvent or get creative with a service or a program that you've delivered in the past. Try something new and see if that is appealing to students and if that lands well. Maybe it will require some tweaks and, some little pieces that we have to adjust or reframe, and that's fine. And I think for students, it's not being afraid to try something new. So, and knowing that things might look a little different than they have in the past, and that's okay. It's still a part of their experience. So not being afraid to join a virtual club meeting, and if that doesn't work out, maybe trying something else. So I think it's pretty simple, but not being afraid to try something new. I think we can get kind of stuck with, will this work or won't it work or what will it be like? And I think just try it. That's my advice, is just try something new.
Very good advice. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time.
Thanks.